What if your own mother twisted your truth on national television just for ratings? This is not reality TV drama anymore. It is real pain, real betrayal, and possibly a real lawsuit. Jackie Christie thought she could control the story, but Chantel, she is finally fighting back. And what she reveals changes everything. She said she was protecting her daughter, but was Jackie Christie really just exploiting her? A marriage that never existed. A storyline built on lies. And now, her daughter is threatening legal action. This is not just TV anymore. This is a family imploding in front of millions. One lie started it all. Now, Jackie Christie might lose everything from her family to her career. Her daughter has had enough, and this time, she is coming with receipts, lawyers, and the truth. This is the beginning of Jackie's biggest downfall yet. At first, all you hear is someone yelling, but then the real drama unfolds. Jackie Christie, the queen of chaos and never one to back down from confrontation, is stirring things up again. But this time, it is not a random cast member she is clashing with. It is her own daughter, Chantel Christie. Jackie has been going around telling people that Chantel is miserable in her marriage, but Chantel quickly shut it down, calling it all lies. According to her, the real truth is something Jackie is trying very hard to keep quiet. And no, the rest of the cast is not falling for Jackie's usual performance. This drama did not come from a typical fight or some sneaky betrayal behind the scenes. It came straight out of Jackie's mouth. She has been telling the other women on the show that her daughter is struggling in her marriage, painting a picture of heartbreak and problems. But here's the twist. Jackie claims she has never even met Chantel's ex-husband, the man she keeps talking about. She barely knows him at all. Chantel heard it all and made it clear she is not going to stay silent while someone spreads false stories about her life. That's my child. Jackie snapped at someone who tried to question her, and I am not getting in the middle of two grown women. Still, Chantel was left wondering how could someone watch people come after her for 3 days in a row and stay silent until the very end. She called out the fakeness and told the full truth. She is not married anymore. She and her ex are divorced. And the drama Jackie keeps bringing up is not about a marriage falling apart. It is about a serious court case that Jackie is leaving out on purpose. Now people are asking, why would Jackie lie like this? Why go on national TV and twist her daughter's story? Is there something more going on behind the scenes, or is this just Jackie being her usual dramatic self? Either way, the rest of the cast is starting to question everything. And in this video, we are breaking it all down, every false word, every cast reaction, and the internet's take on the shady truth Jackie might be trying to hide. To really understand the truth behind Jackie Christie's latest drama, we need to go back in time, because this is not just about a recent episode. Jackie's rocky relationship with her daughter, Chantel Christie, has been simmering for years. If you have watched Basketball Wives LA from the early seasons, you already know Chantel has always been a touchy subject for Jackie. Unlike Jackie's other daughter, Takari, who had a very public and painful falling out with her mother, Chantel has usually kept her distance, but even in her silence, she has occasionally dropped hints through interviews and social media that not all is well behind the scenes. For years, Chantel has painted a picture of a mother more interested in her image than in building a real connection with her kids. Now fast forward to the latest scandal. Jackie is back on camera, and this time, she is saying that Chantel's marriage is falling apart. But Chantel clapped back quickly and publicly, saying that Jackie is not telling the truth. According to Chantel, the real issue is not about a marriage in trouble, it is about legal battles with her ex, which Jackie already knows about. So, why would Jackie twist the truth on national TV? Was she trying to shame her daughter, or just looking for a new storyline? The tension reached a boiling point in season 12 of Basketball Wives LA. Jackie started telling the other women that Chantel was going through serious emotional struggles, and hinted that her marriage was breaking down. But here is the problem. Jackie herself admitted on camera that she has never even met Chantel's husband. Still, instead of stepping back or apologizing, she claimed that Chantel just does not want her around anymore. This time, Jackie did not just talk, she turned it into a full performance. Sitting with the other cast members, she took on the role of a sad, concerned mother, speaking softly, with a serious face. She told them that her daughter was in a bad place and trying to work things out with her husband. Jackie made it sound like a quiet crisis, as if her daughter was suffering in silence, and maybe the man was to blame. But here is what makes it even more complicated. While Jackie was spinning this emotional tale, Chantel was online clearing the air. She said plainly, she is not married anymore. The drama Jackie referred to is related to court issues with her ex, and Jackie knows all of this. Yet Jackie still chose to tell a different story on TV. This has left viewers wondering, was Jackie using her own daughter's personal struggles to boost her storyline? Was she trying to get sympathy from the cast or control the narrative, like she has done so many times before? And here is the twist that really shocked fans. Some of the cast actually believed her. As the story started to unravel, it became clear that not everyone realized they were being misled. The most recent episode of Basketball Wives LA brought even more tension, with cast members finally questioning what Jackie had said and wondering why she would go this far. In one emotional scene, someone called Jackie out, saying, "You should be standing up for your daughter, not dragging her down." Jackie tried to brush it off, but the damage was already done. Her calm voice and fake concern were not enough to cover up the truth anymore. At the heart of it all is a painful question. Why would a mother twist her daughter's reality in front of millions of viewers? Was this just another Jackie moment? Is there something even deeper going on that we have yet to uncover? Here is the real issue according to Chantel herself. She is no longer with that man. So Jackie's whole storyline? Completely false. Chantel is not married anymore, and the emotional breakdown Jackie keeps hinting at just is not real. The truth is, Chantel and her ex are going through court issues, likely tied to their past relationship, but she has clearly moved on. Still, some of the women on the show, Brandy, Brooke, and even British believed Jackie without question. They sat there nodding, offering sympathy, and letting Jackie soak up the moment as if she were a heartbroken mother. Not one of them stopped to ask, "Wait, did Chantal actually say this?" Or "Jackie, how have you never met her husband?" That is where things start to look suspicious. Think about it, if a mother has never met the man her daughter married, it says a lot about their relationship. That is a serious gap. Jackie does not want to admit that, so instead, she tells a different story. But here is where it becomes dangerous. Jackie knows exactly what she is doing. By sharing this tale on national TV, she turns herself into the victim, the left-out mother, instead of the controlling parent, who may have pushed her daughter away. This is not new behavior for Jackie either. She has twisted the truth before with her other daughter Takari, and even with her husband Doug. And now, it seems, she is doing it again with Chantal. Why does she do it? Some say it is about control. Others say she wants empathy. And, of course, it helps with ratings. But what Jackie did not count on was this. Chantal was watching too, and she was ready to speak up. When Jackie's version of the story went viral, many fans were quick to ask, where is Chantal? Why is she not responding to what Jackie said on the show? Is she really going through all of this? Chantal did not stay quiet for long. In a public comment that quickly made the rounds, she shut the whole thing down. She clearly stated that she is not married, and that her issues involve her ex, not a current husband. And yes, Jackie knew all of this. Jackie had claimed she never met the husband because the relationship was too rocky, but Chantal fired back, reminding everyone that there was no husband left to meet. The marriage had ended a long time ago, way before Jackie started acting like the heartbroken mom on camera. Chantal did not hold back. In her posts and interviews, she broke it down. The real issues were legal ones about custody and money, not some emotional meltdown. And then she said what many were already thinking. I don't know what show my mom is filming, but she's not telling the truth about me or my life. Chantel did not just respond, she took complete control of the narrative. One of her most striking statements came when she said, I have never lied in a relationship. If my mother has not met certain people in my life, that is on her. That single line carried weight. It exposed a bigger truth, not just about her relationship with Jackie, but about years of emotional distance and unresolved pain. With those words, Chantal shifted the tone entirely. She was no longer quiet, polite, or trying to keep the peace. The passive energy was gone. Instead, what viewers saw was a woman who had been pushed to foreign, was finally ready to defend herself. Chantal's voice, both online and in interviews, became strong, clear, and fearless. She did not speak with anger just for the sake of it, she spoke with purpose. And she did not stop there. Chantal was careful, but firm, about pointing out that this was not an isolated event. Her mother had done this before. Years ago, Jackie's other daughter, Takari Lee, also came forward with deeply painful experiences. Takari had publicly accused Jackie of emotional neglect, favoritism, and even using her trauma to gain sympathy on television. At the time, many people were shocked, but instead of fixing things, it seemed Jackie moved on from one child's pain to another now, turning the spotlight onto Chantel. Though Chantel did not reveal everything the way Takari did, she made one thing very clear. Jackie's actions were not coming from a place of concern or love, they were done for attention. "This is not about protecting me," she said in one interview. "It's about getting a storyline." And with that, Chantal made a powerful accusation. Her mother was willing to use her real-life pain, struggles, and family issues to boost her role on a reality TV show. It was a painful realization for many fans, who had followed Basketball Wives for years. Jackie Christie had built a reputation as a passionate, dramatic, and sometimes over-the-top personality, but at the center of her screen time was always her identity as a mother. Whether she was yelling at other cast members or crying during heartfelt confessionals, Jackie often framed herself as the mom who just wanted her family to be close. But Chantel's recent comments painted a very different picture. Instead of being the loving, protective figure Jackie presented, Chantel described a mother who was more concerned with how things looked than how they actually were. A mother who, instead of showing up privately to support her daughter, chose to publicly narrate a story that was not even true, turning it into entertainment for millions of viewers. And the fact that Jackie never took the time to meet Chantel's ex-husband spoke volumes. It was not just about distance, it was about disconnect. Chantel's decision to finally speak up felt like a breaking point. For too long, she had stayed in the background, keeping her thoughts private. But when Jackie crossed the line publicly discussing court issues, marriage problems, and emotional struggles that Chantel said were either exaggerated or completely false, something shifted. Chantel was no longer willing to be silent. She used her platform to correct the record and protect her truth. And what made her statements even more powerful was the calm and clarity with which she delivered them. She did not scream. She did not go live with rants or long emotional breakdowns. She simply laid out the facts and reminded everyone watching that this was her real life, not a TV plot. She explained that the issues she was dealing with had nothing to do with Jackie's version of the story. They were serious legal matters involving custody and finances, and Jackie had no business turning that into a performance. The public started to take notice, and the reaction was immediate. People began to ask hard questions. Why did Jackie think it was okay to share her daughter's private legal problems on national television? Why was this pattern of using family pain for content repeating itself? And why, after all these years, did her children keep having to correct the stories she told? By standing up and sharing her side, Chantal not only defended herself, she opened the door for a bigger conversation. One about boundaries, emotional respect, and the price of fame. When family becomes part of the story, she may not have intended to become the voice for others dealing with toxic public exposure, but in that moment, that is exactly what she became. Now, even Jackie's excuse about never meeting the husband seems less like an unfortunate truth, and more like a choice. Because let us be honest, if a mother and daughter had a close and loving bond, wouldn't the mother be part of important events like a wedding? Jackie is acting like it is all a mystery, when in reality, no one invited her. That is why fans online are not buying it. Social media exploded with reactions. On Twitter, people were calling Jackie out. How does she have time to lie about Chantal but not be there as a real mom? Others pointed out how Jackie always plays the victim, while her kids keep telling the same story. Over on Reddit, fans started digging up old interviews and episodes, showing proof that Jackie has not been involved in her kids' lives in any meaningful way for years. What Jackie thought would gain sympathy is now backfiring, and here is where things really heat up. Jackie underestimated Chantel's strength. She did not expect her to speak up, and she definitely did not expect fans to listen this closely. But the truth is out now, and Jackie is going to have to deal with the fallout, as if things were not intense enough. Chantal may be ready to take her mother Jackie Christie to court. Yes, you heard that right, this reality TV drama could soon turn into a legal battle. After Jackie went on Basketball Wives and spoke publicly about Chantel's personal life, things took a serious turn. According to sources close to the family and some very sharp-eyed fans on social media, might be preparing legal steps to stop Jackie from ever talking about her again on TV. And we are not just talking about a warning. If Chantel's legal team sends out a cease and desist, Jackie could be banned from mentioning her daughter's name, relationships, ex-husband, or anything related to her private life on the show or in interviews. If that happens, it would be a major blow to Jackie's image, especially since much of her identity on the show revolves around being the worried mom, who always inserts herself into family drama. But this might go even deeper. There are rumors floating around Reddit and Instagram that Chantel has been collecting evidence, emails, texts, maybe even notes from producers, all allegedly proving that Jackie ignored clear boundaries just to make good TV. If this turns out to be true, Jackie could be facing serious consequences like defamation lawsuits or even a restraining order to stop her from using her daughter's life as storyline material. Now, some fans might be thinking, isn't this just how reality TV works? Don't the families agree to this? Not in this case. Chantal is not currently a cast member. She never gave Jackie permission to share her personal legal issues, especially not in a twisted or misleading way. And from a legal standpoint, this could fall under something called false light representation, which means publicly portraying someone in a way that is harmful and untrue without their consent. Chantal made her stance crystal clear. In a bold Instagram story that was later deleted, she said, "Keep talking about me for clout, and I'll handle it the grown woman way with paperwork. Not tweets, not shady comments. Straight legal action." And this time, it is not just a warning. Insiders say Jackie's behavior this season may have finally crossed the line. Chantal is not backing down and fans are backing her up. TikTok and YouTube comments are flooded with people calling out Jackie for using her daughter's pain as a storyline. "I'll stand by Chantal if she sues her own mother," one viewer said. Jackie caused this herself. Even fellow reality stars are speaking out. One former Basketball Wives cast member tweeted, "Families are off limits unless they give consent to be on the show. Jackie, you wild for this one." And longtime viewers have not forgotten what happened with Jackie's other daughter, Takari, who also accused her of emotional neglect and using family trauma for attention. That backlash hurt Jackie's image back then, and now, history is repeating itself. Why? Because this is not just cast-to-cast drama anymore. It is now bleeding into real-life family breakups, court threats, and public backlash. That kind of heat is risky for a network to handle. One insider put it this way: Jackie built her whole brand on shaking things up, but when your own daughter is threatening to sue you, and fans are calling you toxic, it makes execs nervous. And the pressure is growing. A fan petition to remove Jackie from Basketball Wives hit over 15,000 signatures in just 2 days. People are starting to say enough is enough. The show's recent spike in views might look like a win, but advertisers are starting to back away. Big names like Ella Real and Dove are missing from the latest commercial breaks. In their place, generic ads and reruns. And when ads disappear, networks panic. So here is the big question: is Jackie Christie finally on her way out? She has always brought drama. That is what made her famous. But now that drama is coming with real-life legal threats, broken family ties, and fans who are no longer entertained. They are concerned. And if the money starts drying up, producers may have no choice but to let Jackie go. What happens next could change everything, not just for Jackie, but for the future of the show itself. The mood of the show could change fast, especially if more companies start pulling back, not wanting to be connected to this kind of family drama and emotional damage. So, how is Jackie Christie handling the pressure? Not well. In fact, she recently went live in the middle of the night and things got messy. The stream, which was quickly screen recorded and spread all over X and TikTok, showed Jackie in a completely different light. She was rambling, yelling, and her words were slurred. "I'm the real one," she shouted. "That girl wants to sue me because I raised her. What truth? They all pretend." Chantel, the fans, the producers, you all betrayed me for your own entertainment. This whole show has been carried by me. It was chaotic and emotional. And it sparked a flood of worried and harsh comments. "Log off, sis. This is heartbreaking. You need help, not a storyline. Stop trying to be a villain, try being a mother." Even people who have always stood by her are starting to pull away. Malaysia Pargo, a longtime friend and host, posted a quiet but cutting tweet just hours after Jackie's livestream: "Loyalty should never cost you your soul." That felt like clear shade, and fans picked up on it instantly. Now, all eyes are on what will happen next. Chantel's legal team could move forward with a cease and desist or even a full defamation lawsuit. VH1 might step in too. They could suspend Jackie or even remove her from the rest of the season. Fans are already pushing for change. Some are calling for a complete cast reset, asking for more respectful storytelling that does not involve tearing down real families. No matter what happens, one thing is clear: the damage has been done. Everyone watching has now seen what happens behind the scenes, and it is not just drama anymore. It is real hurt. Jackie Christie, once the queen of basketball wives, may have finally crossed the line by revealing her daughter's private life, facing possible lawsuits, and now putting her own career on the line. She is under fire from every direction, and this storm is not calming down anytime soon. This might be the most explosive chapter in Jackie's TV life yet. And remember, it all began with one lie. One false statement that turned into a wildfire no one could control. So now, it is your turn. What do you think? Should Jackie be held responsible? Does Chantal have every right to take legal action? Should VH1 be blamed for letting things go this far? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Hit that bell for more updates. Like, subscribe, and share if you are just as shocked as we are.